Sunflower Sutra by Allen Ginsberg, but it's me standing in the back of a room. I walked on the banks of a tin can banana dock and sat under the huge shade of a Southern Pacific locomotive to look at the sunset over the box house hills and cry. Jack Cornock sat beside me on a busted, rusty iron pole. Companion, we thought the same thoughts of the soul, bleak and blue and sad-eyed, surrounded by the gnarled steel roots of trees of machinery. The oil water on the river mirrored the red sky. Sun sank on top of final Frisco peaks. No fish in that stream, no hermit in those mounts, just ourself, roomy-eyed and hungover like old bums on the riverbank, tired and wily. "Look at the sunflower," he said. There was a dead gray shadow against the sky, big as a man, sitting dry on top of a pile of ancient sawdust. I rushed up and chanted. It was my first sunflower. Memories of Blake, my visions. Harlem and hells of the eastern rivers, bridges clinking, Joe's greasy sandwiches, dead baby carriages, black treadless tires forgotten and untreaded, the poem of the riverbank, condoms and pots, steel knives, nothing stainless, only the dank muck and the razor-sharp artifacts passing into the past. And the gray sunflower, poised against the sunset, crackly, bleak, and dusty, with the smut and smog and smoke of olden locomotives in his eye. Corolla of bleak spikes pushed down and broken like a battered crown, seeds falling out of his face, soon-to-be toothless mouth and sunny air, sun rays obliterated on its hairy head like a dry-wired spiderweb. Leaves stuck out like arms out of the stem, gestures from the sawdust root, broken pieces of plaster falling out of the black twigs, a dead fly in its ear. "Unholy, battered old thing you were, my sunflower, oh my soul, I loved you then!" The grime was no man's grime, but death in human locomotives. All that dress of dust, the veil of darkened railroad skin, that smog of cheek, that eyelid of black misery, that suit hands of phallus or protuberance of artificial worse than dirt, industrial, modern. All that civilization spotting your crazy golden crown. And those blear thoughts of death in dusty, loveless eyes and ends and withered roots below. And the home pile of sand and sawdust, rubber dollar bills, skin of machinery, the guts and innards of the weeping, coughing car, the empty, lonely tin cans with their rusty tongues alack. What more could I name? The smoked ashes of some cock cigar, the cunts of wheelbarrows, and the milky breast of cars, worn out asses out of chairs, and sphincters of dynamos. All these entangled in your mummied roots, and you there standing before me in the sunset, all of your glory in your form. A perfect beauty of a sunflower, a perfect, excellent, lovely sunflower existence. A sweet natural eye to the new hit moon, woke up alive and excited, grasping in the sunset shadows, sunrise, golden monthly breeze. How many flies buzz round you innocent of your grime, while you curse the heavens of the railroad and your flower soul? Poor dead flower, when did you forget you were a flower? When did you look at your skin and decide that you were an impotent, dirty old locomotive, the ghost of a locomotive, the specter and shade of a once powerful, mad American locomotive? You were never no locomotive, sunflower. You were a sunflower. And you, locomotive, you are a locomotive, forget me not. So I grabbed up the skeleton, thick sunflower and stuck it at my side like a scepter, and delivered my sermon to my soul, and Jack's soul too, and anyone who'll listen. We're not our skin of grime, we're not our dread, bleak, dusty, imageless locomotive, we're all golden sunflowers inside, blessed by our own seed and hairy naked accomplishment bodies growing into mad black formal sunflowers in the sunset. Spied on by our eyes under the shadow of the mad locomotive riverbank, sunset Frisco hilly, tin can evening sit down vision.